Hey, what's up guys? Today I'm going to be reviewing a aromatic pipe tobacco called Caramel Rush. And I want to remind everyone, of course, I do not condone or promote underage smoking. These videos are meant for a mature audience. Today is it's very happy. Today's International Pipe Smoking Day. If you're into all the thousands of anonymous holidays, pretty much every day of the year is some kind of holiday. Like there's International Pancake Day and, I don't know, Enjoy Dirt Day. There's all kinds of crap out there. But today happens to be International Pipe Smoking Day. So that is why you are seeing a plethora of pipe-related videos. Some tobacco reviews, probably did some pipe reviews. But anyway, Caramel Rush came from pipesandcigars.com. I'll put a link directly to this product in the description box if you want to check it out. And this tin is $8.25. All right. This tin is put out by McClelland's. If we go to the back here, we'll see it is manufactured by McClelland Tobacco McClelland Tobacco Company in Kansas City, Missouri. Okay. This is one of their club blends, which is pretty cool. Basically, it's made for the Chicagoland Pipe Collectors Club, and this is a blend I guess they kind of came up with, and it's been a staple. It's been part of one of the club blends, so it's so good that it's continuously made by McClelland and put out. Okay, and on top here you see the logo for the smoking club. Again, Chicagoland Pipe Collectors Club, CPCC. Cleverly, the pipe is a P. But anyway, it says Caramel Rush Pipe Tobacco. Velvety, smooth, fragrant, rich, and satisfying. So we will see about that. I'll give you my opinion on it. This tin is a 50-gram tin, okay, or let's see on the side. Cheers, there we go. 50 grams or 1.76 ounces. Okay, this is one of the softer tins as opposed to like a smaller, wider, hard metal tin. This is kind of a softer tin. Like if you squeeze this, it would push in, kind of like a stubby soup can, if you will. And these come with a plastic top, and when they're new, they have they're air sealed, okay? They have a regular, like, similar to a soup can, where you have a easy pull lid. Once you break that open, then obviously you're introducing air to the tobacco, but then you have this plastic lid that closes it. Now, just briefly, someone mentioned to me, oh, you got so many tobaccos, they're gonna go bad. Tobaccos don't go bad. They can dry out if not properly stored, okay? But they can also be rehydrated, so it's not a huge deal. But yes, eventually I will, if I don't smoke all this, I will transport it into an airtight container like a mason jar or similar, and I'll do videos on that in the future. But anyway, let's pop the top here. Take a look at this. When you take that lid off, man, do you smell that caramel. Really rich, just strong, like caramel apple type caramel. It smells like it's warm and melty and dripping down a spoon. It's very rich, very sweet. There's no mistaking that is caramel at its best. What we're looking at as far as tobacco mixes here, a mix of Cavendish, Black Cavendish, and Virginia. And it's kind of interesting. You have a thick coarse cut on the Black Cavendish, big wide fat pieces. And then the Virginias that are mixed in are ribbon cut. Kind of makes for a nice looking texture, interesting looking. But, oh man, does that smell good. Smells delicious. I'm very excited to try a new aromatic because I am very much a fan of some of the sweeter aromatics that are out there. And I've yet to have a really good quality one, so I'm hoping this is the beginning of that. But oftentimes, if I do have a pipe, I will have it as a dessert pipe. It's to curve any kind of food cravings. Instead of grabbing a candy bar or a slice of cake or similar, I have a pipe full of a sweeter aromatic, and that fulfills that urge. So anyway, I'm going to pack my pipe up here. We're using the 7Ellie, part of the Honey series. I will do a review. Oh, I probably posted it today with this video. The Honey Dublin. Very cool pipe. So anyway, I'll get back to you on the webcam when I'm done enjoying this bowl, and I'll let you know what I think. All right, I'm in, I'm done, and I'm ready to talk about Caramel Rush. I like it. I like it a lot. I would say it's almost my perfect aromatic, although it's lacking one thing. It's the only negative thing I could say about this tobacco, and that is that it lacks a bold flavor. Everything else about it, which I'll tell you in a moment, is perfect. It is absolutely the perfect smoking experience, but it lacks that very strong, bold flavor. I wish that the aromas and smells that I was getting from this and the room note, even though I was in a screened porch, so I'm half outside, I still got a beautiful room note, which I'll talk about. It just lacked the flavor. It's a very mild flavored tobacco. Other than that, it's been perfect. So let's talk about it some more. What do I mean by the perfect smoke? The whole smoking experience from the first light. Okay, I smoked an entire bowl off of the first light. I didn't even have to do a charring light. Basically, had my pipe lighter, lit the top, and that I was good to go. The whole bowl never went out on me. It was properly packed, and I did tamp the whole time, but it smoked perfectly all the way down. Put off a really nice, like a pure white ash, which I'd never seen in any other tobaccos. Every little speck of tobacco was burned clean and evenly. There was nothing left behind, which is a first for me as well. So all I can contribute that to is the fact that it's a very high quality tobacco. And being an aromatic, I was very worried about getting hot spots or tongue bite or the tobacco burning hot in general. And if you don't know what that means, basically it's just what it sounds like. It will burn hotter due to casings, which are flavorings, syrups, sugars, and so forth that are in the flavorings in your aromatics. And they do tend to burn hotter. And then you have hotter smoke in the mouth, which irritates the skin. The skin inside your mouth is very sensitive. No problem with this tobacco. I got no ill side effects. It burned very cool the entire duration of the bowl. It gave off a thick, rich white smoke. I mean, the most smoke I've had of any tobacco. And being that rich and kind of pillowy, I would imagine that it would have been hotter, but I just never experienced it. And it left no mouth feel. Some smokes, they smoke a little heavier. I mentioned in a recent review that Dunhill's Nightcap had a very oily, thick, rich feeling in the mouth. This was very silky. Didn't really leave anything in my mouth. And when I was done smoking, I didn't have that aftertaste of smoke. It was nothing. Very, very pleasant, very pleasurable. Like I said, I can only say that it's got to be very high quality tobacco in there. Now, the smell, when I first opened this, it has that beautiful, rich, sweet caramel scent. But going back to the flavor that I got, which was I did have to reach for. I think flavor should just happen automatically. Should smoke it and taste it automatically. But I really had to search for flavor, which was a downside. But when I did find the flavor, it was a straight caramel. But it was so dull that it was hard to enjoy it. But the smell that came off of this, the room note, the aroma, was astonishable. It was the most amazing smelling tobacco that I've ever smelled in my life. Sweet, delicious, but not caramel. Get this, it smelled exactly, and when I first smelled it, I'm like, I know that smell. And I was trying to pinpoint it. It was very much like maple syrup, but there was more to it, and I pinpointed to a full-on pancake breakfast, like from IHOP, or even if your grandmother makes it, some good Southern home-cooked breakfast, big breakfast. I got predominantly the maple syrup type smell, that sweet maple syrup, but I did get kind of a rich, sweet, cakey type scent in there. It was definitely deep and complex, and that's where I kind of picked up maybe waffles or pancakes, and it was so delicious smelling. It was great. It was really, really good room note. So if you're looking for something as to not put people off in public, or perhaps people in your house, your spouse, kids, parents, whatever the situation may be, if someone, doesn't necessarily enjoy your smoking of any kind, they would certainly think twice about complaining about the smell this puts off. It was just amazing. Good enough to eat the air. So that was very, very pleasurable and a very positive experience. The best smelling aromatic to date. And the fact that it didn't give me any kind of sore spots or tongue bite, or it burned very cool, huge bonus. If this did have a very bold, strong flavor of any kind, caramel, pancakes, whatever, it would be my perfect aromatic. But it did lack the flavor. It's a very, very mild taste. It's the only bad thing I can say about it, but it's not necessarily a bad thing. Maybe this was just meant to be a mild smoke. Now the front does say smooth, which it was very. fragrant, extremely flavorful. That's where they lose me a little bit. Did lack a little bit of that flavor I was hoping for. Other than that, fantastic. Highly recommended for a first smoke. If you're looking for that, just a good aromatic, something sweet, delicious, that's not going to give you a bunch of problems smoking it. It's not going to keep, going out on you, and it's not going to burn hot. Definitely highly recommended. Check out Caramel Rush. It's the closest thing I've had to a perfect aromatic to date. So anyway, that is my review. Thank you very much for watching. As always, hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Take care.